Wood-Docter.
Okay, in the last video, we carved this and a square, but unfortunately square couldn't make it. And today we're going to be carving details on these. So this is essentially the same as square with carving details on it. And this is definitely different, so yeah. Okay, so here you can see we have the two squares. Or no, not two squares. The sphere and the pyramid. So, first we're going to start with the pyramid because obviously it's easy. The first practice detail thing, we just cut a line like this, another one like this, another one like this. And then, you can see it, we cut down. I'm using a detailed knife, but you do not have to. It's just easier with the detailed knife because it's made for doing this. But you can use a big knife for it. A detail knife helps, but you don't need it. I don't have very many tools. I carve all the time. I have so many things. In fact, carve this with just like one knife. Now, we cut them the other way. Like that. This way we're only gonna have two though. So the reason we cut that line at first is because when we cut the line, it acts as a barrier. So when you cut like this, you don't want to cut too far, otherwise it will. You don't want to cut too far, otherwise it'll like cut past and chip it. So what we do is we just cut a line and then once you get to the line, it cuts off. It just comes off. So that's why you do that. And that should be the ending. The next thing we're going to do is cut a circle into it. So with this, we actually should probably cut a bunch of straight lines to get a good circle. To see that circle? It's not too good of a circle. Here, let me fix it. Just a bit. So now, what I do is, again, that line that we cut acts as a barrier. Now I'm just cutting it like this, cutting it wider. So it's actually a circle. Now, you can do anything you want with these details, like you can, 1 second, there. You could make it look a bit cooler. What I'm gonna do, because this is an art. It's a very old art. One of the oldest. Boom. Deathly Hollows. Triangle. Oh, whoops, triangle. Circle. Line. Boom. Okay. So there's one more that I want to show. So we've got this, the grid, the circle, and now I'm going to show you how to carve a line. What we do is first we cut underneath it. So this is very useful for carving eyes, like these. It's very useful for carving those kind of eyes. Now you don't have to, if you're going to be painting, you don't have to have a lump. It can, you can do it though, but you don't have to. Just remember to have eyebrows if you're not doing the eyeball as a lump. Now we cut the side. But actually, I'm going to cut this down a bit first. So what we're doing is we're essentially moving everything around the eye. Actually, yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. So now, cut at the other side. Well, this isn't really, actually I could do an eye. I'd have to paint it, and that's not what this tutorial is about, so you can just say it's an eye. Use your imagination. Oh, it's got that little spot in it. And there you go, a little lump. The Eye of Sauron. Okay. Now, that's probably all for that. This is a little bit different since it's round. What we do for this is for the lines, I'm just going to do it on part of it though, because we still need to do the circles. But when you're cutting lines on this, hold it down like that, and go. Well, you don't have to do it that way, but that's just a way you can do it. They wouldn't really be practices if you couldn't really use them. With this, though, it does look a bit different when you are finished. Well, it's a sphere. Very different from that. It has no sides, that has 3. Look at that. That looks kind of like a beehive. So now, the next thing we're going to do is a circle. I'll cut it right here. Okay, so we will cut a circle out of this. See? There's a circle there. So now, as before, we do this. And you have to be careful. This is a bit different. Yes. For this, I'm just gonna cut the circle. Since I already did that, I'm gonna cut it as like an indent. Not just the outline of the circle, I'm gonna cut out the whole circle to show you another thing you can do with it. So with this, if you kind of stab it into the middle and press against it, kind of sideways, and do that, then it like makes it go from the middle deepest, so it's like a funnel. There. And that's about it.